Hi, and warm welcome to me, Eva Kristoffersson, and the Soul Warrior Energy channel from Sweden. I will do something different. I will have a monthly report here for the whole of July, starting today, the 1st of July. And then I will do at least 2 special reports because we have a partial solar eclipse, the 13th of July, and then we have a total lunar eclipse, the 27th of July. So those 2 I will cover also in special reports that's coming up later. The first one rather soon. First, an announcement. To celebrate the summer, the great contact we have with the source, the energy coming in, I will have a sale all of July, 20% off all my prices, 20% all of July, all of my readings, and I'm now in phase. I have no reading in queue, so please contact me, email details, click show more button, and you have details under this video with the email. You can mail me, you can contact me via Facebook privately messenger. So check out the starseed reading that I really burn for, and that's my specialty as a royal starseed from Aldebaran and other places. 1 hour video, I record it for you, or we can meet, but it's more effective if I record it, and a long written starseed report with your origins from planets around other starseed, around other stars. And I believe most of you that listen to this are starseed. I can check that without cost and without any you don't need to order. I can just check out if you are a starseed. Contact me if you want that information. 20% off all my readings. I also have Qvantum Astrology, Natal and Progressive and Draconic, and I have Numerology, etc. See the details below here. So, July. And I will also test to speak a little more like this and a little less with the chart. But I will show how the main changes first in the chart, briefly. It will be more general now than in usual daily or weekly reports. So here we have the 27th. Okay, I have to change here. Wait a minute. First, before the chart, I will draw 1 rune and 1 quantum tarot card for July 2018, and 7 month in 11 numbered year. If you add 2, 1, 8, you get 11, the master number of great healing, contact, manifestation. So I will draw for July a rune. And I got this one. And it's Hagal. It's the big, small ice balls that can come from the sky instead of rain in the spring and in the autumn, and also during winter sometimes. Hagal. And this is the pattern for the ancient Nordic culture. It was the life pattern that forms by snow and ice that we now access more and more. course, it's also the cold, to melt down the cold and the ice inside us, to get into the heart and the love and the warmth. And we do that by contacting the source, the original patterns. Hagel. Then I will draw a quantum tarot card for this period also. 80 cards for July 2018. This one. And it's number 7. Okay, I recognize that one. It's Albert Einstein, and it's this magical formula: energy is equal to mass and the speed of light squared. And this formula in science has came up 1905 the first time, and then was 1915 even more with the general relativity theory. And this is about connecting the energy with materia, that everything is energy. Also our tables, our protons, neutrons, electrons, everything, our atoms are energy, and it's vibrating. It has a frequency, a vibration. And now we expand that to know that it's also consciousness, but the quantum physics that came a little later than this in the 1920s recognized that the observer changed the reality from the waveform to the particle form. So if you observe something, you create your reality. And that's what the quantum physics give as an explanation of our holographic reality. And then our quantum computer makes this from our own DNA, from our own what we bring with us, from our consciousness and unconsciousness, and from the incoming energy. All in a mix, quantum mix, to create the reality. I can check what this book says about this card also. It's I'm laughing because it's the tarot card of the lovers. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it's the tarot card of the chariot. The chariot. Number 6 is the lovers. Number 7 is the chariot, symbolize the masterful use of will, overcoming contradictory passions to achieve self-discipline. What requires your skillful application of your will. The will to create from within, the chariot. The will to create from within. And also to break the programs that have been used from the Illuminati, Anunnaki, the hijackers for 8,000 years or even more, to control us in fear and doubt and shame and guilt, and to keep us in that state. Now we break that with love and with knowledge and with our own individual creation, when we step out into emotional freedom and leave the old three-dimensional society to go into higher dimensions, timelines, etc. It's really the ascension. It's the new age of Aquarius is here. So now I will share the chart for first. We can look at, I'll start with 13th of July, but we can look at July. The 4th of July, Mercury here will be conjunct the North Node, the 4th of July. And this axis where Mars retrograde is coming back to the South Node. Very, very, very powerful. We have the 5th of July, we have Sun at the fixed star Sirius, and the 6th is Sun opposite the fixed star Vega. And then the 6th, Chiron, the wounded healer, will the asteroid that is also really important will go retrograde. You see a small R here, the 6th, and the seventh moon will be conjunct to Uranus, and moon will rush around as always 12 degrees per day. So in a monthly, it will go one full, a little more than one full circle, the moon in one month. It's the moon calendar, 28 something days. The 8th moon will be in opposition to Jupiter. The 10th happens that Jupiter here in Scorpio stations, the 10th, and the 11th, Jupiter goes direct. It has been going retrograde back to 1321 here degrees, and here is the fixed star Algorab that is said to be the most one, together with Algon, the most unlucky, dangerous fixed stars. But that's the old patriarchy interpretation from the dark age of humanity, because that's the patriarchy interpretation of this energy. Algorab, it's in the Raven, the Corvus constellation. It's the witch together with the raven, the wizard with the crow, that magical energy that the intelligent raven give together with the witch that they were killed for in the medieval age here in Europe. So we need to transmute that placement totally. And here, the 13th, we have this partial solar eclipse. It's a new moon then. 20 degrees, 41 minutes in Cancer, sun and moon. At this magical 20, little more than 20 degrees, it's nearly exact with the Pluto own planetary north node, this one. And this is the destination for humanity for the coming 1,000 of years. To come into this Cancer energy of 20 degrees of Cancer. That's the meaning of the Pluto planetary north node. And the Pluto itself is retrograde here at 20 degrees of Capricorn. At this Pluto planetary south node, but also the origin of humanity 4 billion years ago in Lyra constellation here, the cosmic eye, it's M57, you know that image. And I will do a special report for this, the 13th of July. It's in the morning here in Sweden for this partial solar eclipse. It will only be seen in south of Australia and in the Pacific and in Indian Ocean. Then sun goes on here, and what will happen briefly is that the 18th, Mars will be directly conjunct the south node, the 18th of July. And the 23rd, sun will go into Leo. And we have also, I forgot, no, I haven't forgot that one. Yes, I forgot the 10th. Just before the partial solar eclipse, Venus here will go into Virgo from Leo, giving more grounded, healing Virgo energy to our love and divine feminine, the 10th of July. And then at the end of July, we have this Mercury stationaries. Here it's rushing first, but going slower. Slow stationaries at 23 degrees in Leo. I think it is, yes. And the 27th of July, we have a total lunar eclipse in Europe, Asia, Africa, Australia, not in the US, but in the South America, etc. Partial lunar eclipse, very strong. In the evening here in Sweden, around 10, between some 10 and 11, a little more in the evening. I will come back with a special report for that total lunar eclipse. And then in August, the 11th of August, at 11 o'clock, we will have a partial solar eclipse that will also be visible in some parts of Sweden. The limit is right here. We can see it, but not in the neighbor city. And it will be in the northern part of Europe and very northern part of US, Canada also. A partial lunar eclipse the 11th of August, but that's August. So now I will go to a little more of the energies for July. And we have this Cancer first and then Leo season. It's so close to the source, the Cancer energy, and the early Leos. So we have a great contact, and we have Neptune in Pisces, and we have Jupiter in Scorpio, Venus in Leo, Mars in Aquarius. So one team here is individuality, Mars in Aquarius, South Node in Aquarius, to really be free and individual and create your own. But still, we are living with people, with animals, with nature. Still, we need a relationship with outside. And this, how to manage this to both be individual. We are not going into that guru monk anymore. We are not going to fly as some can do that, but we are not going to isolate ourselves in this fifth dimensional and higher love society that is coming. We are forming communities, small communities, or larger communities, but mainly small communities. And also we will still be in contact with the third dimensional beings. How can we manage this balance? And what speaks about this is also Jupiter in Scorpio. Jupiter being retrograde first inwardly, putting up this knowledge, because Scorpio and Libra, that's the relationships signs. So Jupiter in Scorpio wants deep, very deep Scorpio, emotional contact, feelings, love. And Mars in Aquarius with the South Node and Venus at the end of Leo, both wants to be individual and standing in your own freedom. So that's the mix. And one way we need to find that mix, of course, in ourselves. But this will be up a lot. How to manage, not be overwhelmed, not taking in the energies from others too much. I have been so very sensitive. I need energy borders around myself. I have needed a period to be living very much for myself with my daughter. I quit my job. That's what's very good. But now I have my twin flame here. Thank you very much, Lisa and her son. And we are opening up our house for those who want to visit us, for the light workers that want to visit us or others. And one way is to be open and share when you feel that it's a contact, it's by your intuition that you have an understanding on both sides for each other. And if you don't have that understanding, then you need to observe yourself and still be there with your light and your love. But it's only giving problem to talk too much about the ascension and the light and to try to persuade others or giving, that's more old way, to stay in your light and just be yourself when you are with other people, not sharing this perception, the love perception of the new age. That's one way that I practice. And if people ask, then it's a different story. If people come, and more people will awake. This new age of Aquarius is not only for the selected, it's for everyone. So we will see who says yes, who says no. So that's one theme of July. The energy coming in to upgrade us, to note those numbers also that I'm speaking so much of, 11, 22, 33, or 3 numbers, or 144 with this a twin flame number, a starseed number. Another big in connection with this is that Mars is going over the South Node again. Mars, our divine masculine, really soul warrior energy now in Aquarius, fighting, giving, the action, the spiritual walk. People are really forced to step into the soul pattern with Mars at the South Node and get to remember the origin. The South Node is our emotional origin in Aquarius. That is the space, the quantum space, the 0 point energy that is everywhere from which we can create. And this has been so strong energy when Mars went into Aquarius, got up to 9 degrees, get retrograde, and now go back over the South Node down to 5, 6, a little less than 3, 4 degrees, I think, and then we'll go direct and back. So it will take several months. And the 18th of July is the peak of that one, because then Mars will be directly conjunct the South Node. So you can check up if you know some astrology, and you can also, I can give any type of astrology if you want. For example, solar return astrology and a check of the transits, etc. Just ask. And I have a new also I forgot to announce. If you want to follow up of a reading, check with me so we can arrange a price and details around that one. Mars in your natal chart will tell you what type of change in your divine masculine energy is ongoing now with Mars at the South Node in Aquarius to come into the age of Aquarius. And on the other end is the North Node. And the lunar eclipse 27th of July will be at the North Node in Leo, very close to the North Node in Leo, only I think 1 degree or something like that from the North Node. And the North Node in Leo, it's our destiny, our common, that we should, with just in the beginning of the month we had Venus in Leo also, just to be in that illumination Leo energy, to shine the light all that we can. That's the way we are going with that Mars South Node energy that is awakened. To shine, shine, shine. Yes, shine on people. Do it. So Uranus will be in Taurus and will go retrograde in August. So it still will be direct. Stationary is the 6th of August, and then go retrograde back into Aries for a short while. And Uranus in Taurus is really changing this earth with transits and aspects. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, the enlightenment. Pluto is at this magic 20 degrees of Capricorn that I will come back to. Chiron is going retrograde and giving more inward healing now again of our individual wounds and coming back into Pisces for a short while to finally heal the wound with the spirit and the gods. Jupiter is going direct now, giving a more outward projection and energy from the Scorpio, searching for that love, deep love relationships with sexual feelings, deep love of yourself first and foremost. And then if you really love and love yourself, the true love from your intention and dreams will manifest. But first you need to love yourself. Love yourself. It's working. I now know it's magical. Thank you very much. Thanks me very much. We also have Venus, the divine feminine, at the end of Leo, and then coming up to the royal fixed star Regulus in the early Virgo, where the elves and the mythical creatures, beings are, the unicorns, Pegasus, centaurs, etc., coming to us, the Regulus energy. That's the lion also, but now in Virgo, and Venus will go into Virgo, the quantum biology, healing, the DNA upgrade, downloading the Pisces energy. So Venus, our divine feminine, will again to love and change ourselves and to really follow, give up resistance and follow the energies. That's my deep advice. And take care of your body. Venus in Virgo, find daily routines, good food, light food or prana, drink a lot, good water, fresh and live water as possible, and take care, do exercises, do what you need to take care of yourself and your body, and especially the mindset about your body. How are you thinking about yourself? The Venus in Virgo. And Mercury is in Leo, giving this fiery Leo illumination and the communication of great confidence from the Leo. And Sun, of course, first in Cancer, the caring, nurturing Cancer, and then coming into Leo. And Moon go dancing around. Do we have any more planet Neptune in Pisces? And the aspects will I take when I take the lunar and solar eclipse a little more. So this is the monthly report from me, Ivar Kristoffersson, at the Soul Warrior channel. And contact me if you want a reading. 20% sale all of July for all readings to celebrate this magical time in the ascension process and my twin flame reunion. Celebration with 20% sale. Contact me for that one. And do have a great July. And I will come back with the solar and lunar eclipses. Bye-bye.